When the threat of being fired doesn't work, they have got nothing. I was working in a factory. Place was straight out of the 1800s. Manager loved to take people upstairs and threaten to fire them. Some staff got invited upstairs for this repeatedly. One day it was my turn. Most staff would shift 100 units a day. I did about 40 units. Never got a penny more if I did more. Wage stayed the same if I shifted 40 a day or if I shifted 400. I get the invite to go in her office as my output wasn't good enough. I get the speech about how she was thinking of letting me go if my output doesn't get much faster. I say, "This is the quickest I can go." "Not true," she says, tapping her desk and smiling nastily. "Do you want to keep your job?" I say, "I don't mind either way." She blinks, puts her pen down and asks again and reminds me that there are a lot of people out of work, etc., etc. I repeat myself. Don't mind getting the sack, as the mortgage is all paid off. My wife is the main breadwinner and I am only working there for pocket money. She looks pissed, knowing she has got nothing else to go at me. She tells me I have to work faster. I say, I am at my peak speed. We both know I am lying, but she knows that I do not care if she lets me go or not, and she hasn't got another stick to beat me with. I am on minimum pay, so she cannot legally drop my wages. We go back and forth on me working faster. I stick to my script that I am going my fastest and she cannot prove otherwise. Eventually she gives up and I return to my desk. I am one of the very few to never get taken into the office again. She never speaks to me again. And I drop my output even more. Sod M! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Wow, this reminds me of my experience in a factory. I got promoted, then took the opportunity to slouch around, go on long walks throughout the various departments and basically overseeing things while doing less work myself. Got demoted down again, and then the only other team lead in the department quit. With no one to oversee production, I started getting assigned her old duties since I was then the only person in basically the company, including the CO who knew how to operate their machinery. Well, I'm stuck at 12 per hour and no reinstatement of my position. A couple of months of this and I'm sufficiently managing the department at near parity to the previous supervisor. So I approach about reinstatement. The CO says I'm still not putting in enough effort. Around this time the company owner starts following me around and trying to micromanage me in a harassing tone. He pulls me into a meeting and uses the previous meeting with the CO as evidence that I haven't been working hard enough. It's like, no, that was for my promotion, not in general. I'll just continue at my current pace, and since I'm batting above my average I'll keep my tasks within my station. Well, the following and harassment continues, so I just quit with no notice. I'm the same way. I'm in nurse MNGMNT. And I can't afford to not work, but I am a nurse and can get a job before the end of the day anywhere. When someone tries to bully me with the threat of firing, oh, thanks for giving me the heads up. I'll start putting in applications. Wait, I said if you. Oh, I heard you, but clearly you don't value me as an employee, but I can get a job anywhere so it doesn't hurt my feelings. Even as my last day? Quote ... Stammer stammer. Grumble grumble. I think you'd get a kick out of the book Managerial Dilemmas by Gary Miller. If nothing else, it'll help you grow on your ability to be a terror. I'll fire you. Don't threaten me with a good time, troll face. Now tell every other worker that. So they all go down to 40 units. If they want more, they have to pay more. Love it, I am in the same boat. Retired military and pension, they have no power. I work as a hobby. Open mouth smile. Everyone should work at about 6,070% efficiency. That way if there's ever an emergency, and they need extra, you can provide them with extra and look great. I'm a military widow with benefits including healthcare and pension. I worked in an office for supplemental income. Everyone knew this. It definitely evened the playing field. I had a supervisor who was always micromanaging and obsessed with control at a pathological level. I knew it drove her nuts that I was able to set boundaries and there was nothing she could do. She honestly needed me and my skills more than I needed this job. We both knew this. I was a very good employee. Always outperformed and never made errors. Never took smoke breaks. My one issue was that I am not morning person and would struggle to show up exactly at 9 a.m. I would still usually show up before 9:05 a.m. But it drove her nuts. She would text me asking me to do better about being on time. I would ignore these texts. When she would mention it in person, I would change the subject. To be honest, she didn't want to go there with me. It wouldn't end the way she wanted. Eventually she let it go, which was better for all involved. I wasn't worried about keeping my job. She couldn't threaten job security. Haha, I know that one. Especially when you inform them that the mortgage is paid off. The car was paid for in one lump sum. And I work for the health benefits because my side gig pays a week's worth of wages in a couple of hours. It goes over really well. Power. What power do you have now, boss? Doing what I can to put myself in a position where getting fired has little impact on my income. Prospects. Ain't there yet, but working towards it. Amen. My advice as a commercial steel guy to apprentices is never let them know how fast you can do the job. They will expect it every time. I was working as a lead. No pay increase, just more duties. For this company. And they fired their CEO to rehire the old one. Well, apparently he liked everything a certain way. So my manager told me, "You're gonna have to cut your hair." I was in the Army National Guard for 6 years. And finally got to grow my hair out. I told him he's gonna have to hire someone new. He thought I was joking. I quit a week later. Got a new job the next day. Don't play with my hair. That is hilarious. And I don't know what sod M means, but sod M right in the eye sockets. Cheers. If both of you know that you can perform faster, you should use the "pay me more and I'll do more" tactic. If she could replace you, she already would have. And the fact that she hasn't means she is having a hard time hiring. Her only option to improve output is to get more out of you. So she has no choice but to pay you more or let output continue to suffer. What happened after? Eyes. Mount sentiments exactly. I was looking for a job when I found this one. And, if you don't like this speed, you certainly won't like my other speed. Yes. Can I have some more? Lol. Gold. Now unionize. That'll fix him. Before I retired, I like to admit when I've messed up. Takes all the steam out of someone who just likes to throw their position around on a power trip. Do you know why you're here? Yup. I messed up on this. Completely my fault, and I'll try my best to see it doesn't happen again. Anything else you need from me at the moment? Quote. Hitting their output goals only means they're going to move the goalpost next quarter per year. And we see no benefit of hitting those goals.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.